Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is like burning hot out here. We're officially in the summer season, but I wanted to do a couple random planting projects. I'm gonna try to do some things in the shade, so we'll see how that goes. But today I just have a plant that I need to get into the ground. I have a container that I need to do, and then I'll go around and show you some updates on some of the projects that I've already shown you this far. So let's get started. Doing in the shade in the garage. So I'm planting up this old wash tub, which, well, it cannot be used as a wash tub anymore because there are holes rusted in the bottom of it. So, all right, we already have drainage for that. Now, here's what I have planned, and I'm a little scared for this. I'm going to be putting, this isn't the scary part, I'm going to be putting topsoil on the bottom and then garden soil on the top. Okay, the scary part. So, these plants, I recently used them in another video. They are Endless Illumination Bush Violets. Well, they're beautiful. I love the blue color of them. But here's something that I just noticed. They are part shade to shade. And where this container is going is not that shady at all. Now, I'm excited for this because this can take full sun. This is called a Grand Cancun Dahlia. And look at that flower. Oh, isn't that beautiful? So this gets quite tall. It gets 15 to 18 inches tall. And it gets 15 to 18 inches tall. These other ones get 12 to 16 inches tall. Now these are all annuals in my area, so if they die, they die. But what I'm going to be doing is putting the dahlia in the center, and then I'm going to be putting these around the outside of it. I have 4 of those. Now, I put this on a wagon because I imagine it's going to get very heavy after I plant this. So I would like to save my back some trouble and not have to carry this the whole way around the yard. So now I'm going to set up a camera and get planting. All right, it is all finished, and oh my gosh, this looks so beautiful. Can't wait for these dahlias to grow more. There is another bloom on there. Oh, can't wait. So I will be fertilizing these every week, so hopefully they fill in those gaps. I probably should have got 5 of those blue violets, but this is a good start. Okay, so this is where the flower pot is going. I have it kind of in between this old bed frame. I do have a vine over here that isn't exactly looking the best because I waited a little long to plant it, but we're gonna see what it does. And then I'm going to remulch this area. All right, so here's what I did. So I did plant the clematis and it was not looking promising. So I live by the woods. I got some Virginia creeper. Now this stuff grows in pine trees all the time, so I just picked a vine out and I planted it. We'll see what it does, but this isn't near the house at all or any structure really. So if it just covers this bed frame, that'll be okay with me. Okay, so it's a new day because it decided to thunderstorm yesterday. So today I'm just going to clean up this area and mulch it because it definitely needs a new layer of mulch. And then I'll give you guys some updates on some projects. That looks so much better, and literally all I had to do was add mulch. So I don't think that this Virginia creeper is going to make it, so I'm looking into other options. I'm thinking about climbing roses, which I hate roses, but I think they'd be okay here. This dahlia has opened a lot since yesterday. Isn't that beautiful? I love that with the blue. So I'm actually going to go to an old video clip and show you how I revamped another area just by using mulch. In today's video, all I'm going to do is revamp a space using just mulch. I'm not planting anything, so maybe this is something you could try out in your own garden if you don't have like a lot of time to do something. I know I'm looking for a quick project because I'm pretty sure it's going to thunderstorm soon. So today all I'm going to be doing is mulching around the cricket shed. Let me show you what it looks like right now. So as you can see, things are looking a little tired. I have daffodils here that I need to cut back, but right here I have a dwarf Russian sage. I have some black-eyed Susans, a limelight hydrangea tree. There's actually Russian sage at each corner of the shed. That's a hellebore, a dead tulip. This is called an avens. And then it's just kind of mirrored on the other side here, minus the tree. So I'm just gonna set up the camera and time lapse as I mulch this area. Just a little update around the shed. The hydrangea tree is going nuts. The Russian sage has grown a lot. And then this flower, oh, I wish I had more of these. I'm gonna try to divide it next spring, I think. Look at the flowers on there and it's going nuts. It is completely budded up. This is called a red avens. But isn't that beautiful? And they're actually spilling out past the mulch, which I don't really care. It's beautiful, love that. And then again, the same thing is mirrored over here. Something's digging over here though. So there's just a little update on that. Okay, so the first area that I want to update you on is the corner garden here. I did a few videos on this. Now, we are in between bloom cycles right now, so the daisies are cut back a little bit. However, they do have new buds starting on them, so they'll flush back. The weeping spruce, the new growth has actually turned green like the rest. I popped in this wildberry heuchera because I didn't like how this swooped and then this started here. I wanted something to kind of like anchor that space, and it stays low. The veronica has also been cut back, but look at this. There are a whole bunch of new stems. So I just kind of went through and weeded these out of kind of the old blooms. You can tell on this one it needs some work, but they had some color on them still. Then up here, the shrub is still doing fine. I did pop a red coneflower in there, and then I put another daisy in there. The supertunias, oh boy, these are going nuts. Actually, I think I need to trim this one to make it a little bit more fuller. Look at this. Do you guys remember when I planted these, how tiny they were? I honestly can't believe it. Actually, let me show you. This one chunk right here, like this whole big growth right here, that's one plant. Like, that's crazy to me. I'll show you on the other ones, the blossoms. Russian sage is doing good. It's filled in a little bit. Ooh, gotta pull that weed out. It has some height to it now. It's almost about 2 foot tall. And of course the hedge continues. I think these ones get more sun than the other ones do because they are definitely a little bit taller. Oh, these weeds. Look at this. Look at the color of these petunias. Aren't they beautiful? Again, look at the growth that they've put on. And that's seriously 3 plants. those little teeny tiny things. So to be honest, that's quite the impact for $9 per hanging basket by planting them for myself. And then this is where we're at with the sea holly. Now, just for comparison, as you can see, it is a lot bigger in real life than it is showing on the camera. I also popped in this grass here. This is actually a start from a beautiful grass, which I can't wait until this grows. It gets plumes on the top of it. The Annabelle hydrangea is all budded up, ready to go. I did have a deer problem here, but I think we're still gonna have enough blooms to have a beautiful shrub over here. Japanese maple is doing good. This was a shrub that was actually dying. It is a Tough Stuff Aha hydrangea, but it's starting to bloom. I wish it would have gone blue, but whatever. It's pink. I can change that next year. And then here is around the fountain. I need to do some weed eating, but as you can see, the Black-Eyed Susan looks a lot better since I treated it with the Sluggo. It's kind of growing into that lavender. But the lavender looks beautiful. The coneflowers are starting to get all budded up. They smell amazing. Irises are loving their life in all this water. This hydrangea tree, I cannot wait for it to bloom. Look at the stems on there. They're bright red. I love that. And the fountain grass is just kind of sitting here, which is normal because, well, they like it to be really hot, and we have not had a really hot summer. So, I mean, it did put on some growth. You can see in there the green growth, but it's not exactly doing what it should. So that's just kind of today's video. Just a few updates on some things that you guys wanted to see, which I'm happy to show you how they've been growing. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, even though it wasn't that much, but just kind of in, like, I want to say a steady period right now where I don't have a lot of work to do out in the garden. I'm just kind of maintaining stuff, cutting things back so they'll bloom again. But I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.